This may look like a pile of junk to most people, but it's actually the first project in my new spring and summer series, The Frugal Gardener, Back to Basics. Stay with me and find out what I'm going to do or what I'm going to make from out of this pile of salvaged items. This is the Frugal Gardener, and I'm back in the garden. As I just mentioned, this is the first in the series from my Back to Basics. As you know, I like to garden spending as less money as possible, and everything you see here is basically what I have salvaged or spent very little money on. This is well, every year I buy new material for my mini garden. This is from the year before last. These pallets I got from a friend of mine who owns a bakery. And these crates, and that cardboard is also going to be used. And that I just picked up from around the neighborhood. So what I'm going to make with this in this first project is a raised garden, which is eventually going to be what I like to call my string bean waterfall. Now, the reason why I chose this spot was because when I first bought this house, I thought, oh, I have all this extra gardening space on the side, and it took me a year to get to it, and I realized this is not dirt. Now, kind of bummed me out because the sun comes right over here during the afternoon and the evening, so I get 10 to 12 hours of sunlight in this area here, area that I cannot use because there's no soil under this. There's about 2 inches of dirt, and then beyond that, boom, it's all man-made material. So by building this raised garden, I can use this area and expand my garden space. So now I'm going to get started. Step one is going to be the foundation. Basically, I'm going to use 6 inverted crates, and then I'm going to put these pallets on top as a foundation for the raised garden. Then I'm going to use the plastic as step 2. Well, the crates are actually step 2. The plastic will be step 3. So the plastic is going to be used as a skirt or an apron to go around. What that's basically going to do is protect the wood from the weather and also from when I water the plants. And also the plastic will help keep the rodents and the critters out from getting underneath. So basically we're going to do steps 1, 2, and 3, and we'll go from there. We have got quite a bit done. As a matter of fact, there's probably 2 steps left. We have the skirt on. We have it secured with staples. Underneath the skirt is the heavy-duty cardboard. The purpose for the cardboard and the skirt is so that once these are filled with soil and they're watered, the water will run off. This isn't regular plastic. This is plastic that I use for my greenhouse. So it's thicker and it will hold up hopefully for a couple of years. So basically, I just need to fill the rest of this out with with more crates, probably another, you see 3, 6, 9, another 10 crates will do it. And then once that's done, I have the material that's going to go in that's breathable, that will allow the soil to stay in but the water to go through. And I'll put the soil in the crates, and at that point, well, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but the project will pretty much be complete. And in the next video, I'll show you what I'm going to plant and how I'm going to plant it. But the main thing that I like about this setup is it's off the ground. If you have a bad back, if you are elderly, or if you just don't feel like bending over all the time, this is a good bit off the ground, maybe almost 2 feet. So you don't really have to bend over that much. And as your plants start to grow out and grow up, you probably won't have to bend over at all, depending on how tall you are. So it's going to be easy to maintain. Definitely going to get the light from the sun coming over in the afternoon. As I said earlier, you're going to get probably 8 to 10 hours of sunlight. And one thing I forgot to mention is that this is upgradable or expandable. I can expand left, I can expand out, or once I get rid of my compost, I can expand out in the other direction. I can actually triple the size of this if I wanted to. So basically, I have a lot of options with this. That's just a shot of my compost. But this way, you have enough of this now that you have a very good idea of how this is going to look. The only problem that I'm concerned with is down here. I don't want anything getting underneath here. I don't want animals underneath here. So I'm probably going to break this off and staple this down to keep the little guys from getting in there, making a home. But the main thing about this is that this cost me $0. The extra cardboard I forgot to put in the opening shot, but the cardboard was free, the crates were free, the plastic was basically something that was reusable from an earlier project. I am seriously considering using these. They might not be long enough. I may have to get some longer ones, but these I had left over from in the house. These are cable ties that I use for the fence. So I didn't really have to go out and buy more. I can just basically push them through here. I can connect them through here if I wanted to, so that these will all be connected together. Sometimes we get pretty windy storms that come through this way, but with each one of these holding about 25 pounds of soil, and they're connected together, then I'm not the least bit concerned about this being toppled over or moved in any way. So that's it for now. We'll do part 2, which will complete everything, and you'll see it with the soil, and then we'll move on to our next project. This is the Frugal Gardener. Thank you for spending part of your day with me today, and as always, tell your friends. Please subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time.